Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Acti-Statin, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Central Equipment, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Dock Lanes Veterinary Pharmacy, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Horse Races Now, Keeneland, Lanes End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, and Warrendale Sales.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring 10 stakes from 6 tracks, including an impressive winner of the Grade 2 Peter Pan from Belmont Park. We begin with female turf sprinters at Churchill Downs in the Unbridled Sydney Stakes. Holiday for Kitten, the 2-1 favorite. Mark Johnson has the call.
21-4 for the opening quarter mile. Good Deed is out in front to Palazzo Babe in second. Holiday for Kitten to the Hedge is in third. The Last Meow, then down the wide outside. Formal Plan tries to come on. Down towards the final furlong. It's Good Deed on her turf debut out in front to Palazzo Babe in second. Then Holiday for Kitten inside the final half furlong. Good Deed, 3 straight wins in the Unbridled Sydney for Sean Bridgmahan and 5 straight wins on the day.
Churchill's leading jockey Sean Bridgmahan continues his success in the Unbridled and on the card as Good Deed by Pin Oak Stud Stallion Broken Vow draws off to defeat Palazzo Babe by 4 1/4 lengths. Time of the race 57-1. Winner of the Mardi Gras Stakes over the main track at Fairgrounds in February, Good Deed was making her first start on turf. The Steve Margolis trainee faded to 4th in her latest, the Carousel Stakes at Oaklawn Park. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by her owners, Richard Bertram and Elaine Klein. Good Deed has earned $245,000. To Monmouth Park for the opening day feature, the Decathlon Stakes. Travelin' Man, the even money favorite, Larry Colmas picks up the call.
Around the far turn, Lucky's Dream and Disky Dance. They're coming toward the top of the stretch together. And Travelin' Man continues to progress. Now taking third with a rail run. A 44 2/2 mile. And they're into the stretch. And it's Lucky's Dream, Disky Dance, Travelin' Man. Now trying to find a room. He went to the outside. He's back on the rail. And then it's Pass You Bye-Bye on the outside. It's Lucky's Dream in front. Disky Dance, Pass You Bye-Bye, Travelin' Man not going on. Pass You Bye-Bye goes by them all in the Decathlon Stakes.
Pass You Bye-Bye does just that to defeat Lucky's Dream by a length. Julianne Pimentel aboard in 109-1 over the sloppy track. The third victory in the last 4 starts for Pass You Bye-Bye, who was making his stakes debut. The 4-year-old colt by Rock Slide was bred in Maryland by Cynthia Rickman. Trained by Ronald Alfano, Pass You Bye-Bye has earned $135,000 for Rickman Stables. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 2 Eclipse Stakes coming up in this segment. We begin with turf horses at Betfair Hollywood Park in the Round Table Stakes. Dahmer, the 3 5 favorite. Vic Stauffer picks up the call.
Diamond's Diplomat turns into the backstretch in the 5th Round Table Stakes and leads now by 3 lengths from Dahmer, who is content to just sit there in second for Garrett Gomez. Now Niagara Falls going to make the first move from the back of the pack. Here's Niagara Falls within 2.5 of the lead. Lime Ricky is following Niagara Falls, 3.5 from the front. Then Little Emily at the rail, and Madeira Castana is now clearly last, 7 lengths first to last. They quicken the tempo up the backstretch, and here's Dahmer to draw within a length of the lead. It is still Diamond's Diplomat at the half-mile pole, 3/4 of a length now in front of Dahmer in second. Niagara Falls is third and about 3 from the front. Lime Ricky has 5 lengths to make up. He'll be 3 wide. Little Emily stays at the rail. Madeira Castana is the trailer, and now they begin to sprint towards the quarter pole. Diamond's Diplomat. Dahmer inching ever closer in second, and at the top of the stretch, we are going to have a new leader, and it's Dahmer. Dahmer has taken it over from Diamond's Diplomat. The whip is out on Niagara Falls. Lime Ricky has 2.5 to make up, and he'll have to run down Dahmer, who squirts clear. Dahmer has suddenly opened up 4 lengths. Lime Ricky is moving nicely up into second, but Dahmer has given them the slip of 16th out. He's 3 in front. Lime Ricky is second. Niagara Falls is third. Dahmer, yes.
Odds-on favorite Dahmer repeats his winner of the round table by 2 1/4 lengths over Lime Ricky. Garrett Gomez up in 2:26 4, a 110 brisk speed rating. Formerly trained in England by John Gosden, Dahmer has won 3 stakes in 3 starts over the Hollywood Park course for Mike Mitchell. The marathon turf specialist parlayed last year's round table win with a victory in the Grade 3 Sunset Handicap. The English-bred 6-year-old gelding by Dubai Destination is owned by Edward J. Brown Jr. and Jay Manouchian. Dahmer has earned $258,000. Dahmer paid $320 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Belmont Park for the Albert the Great Stakes. Percussion, the odds-on favorite, at 75 cents on the dollar. Tom Durkin has the call.
Percussion still in control and still reserved by the rider here with 3 furlongs remaining. Fast Falcon comes to the attack now as they come to the top of the stretch. Bird Run under the whip, but no response, and Heart Butte is fourth. The field turns for home, and the race is on now between Fast Falcon and Percussion, and they head for home together. Nip and tuck, top of the stretch, and Fast Falcon. Fast Falcon has wrestled that lead away from Percussion, but Percussion keeps on battling away. Those two inside the final furlong. Nip and tuck in a pitched battle here. Fast Falcon on the outside. Percussion, they streak under the line together, and it is a head bob that can go either way. A thrilling stretch drive, nothing between them at the end.
And here's another look at that photo finish. It's odds-on favorite Percussion trying to maintain the lead on the inside under John Velasquez. But Fast Falcon and Jose Lescano are challenging on the outside. Both runners totaling 118 pounds. And Percussion fights back to take the photo by a nose. Bird Run is a distant third for a sweep by Keeneland Sales graduates. Time of the race, 1:49 2. The first stakes victory for Percussion, who has won 3 of 4 starts since being acquired by Gary Barber and transferred to Todd Fletcher's barn. The 5-year-old gelding by Bluegrass Cat was bred in Kentucky by Ben P. Walden and Bluegrass Farm Partners and originally sold for $200,000 as a weanling at the Keeneland November sale. Percussion has earned $346,000. Percussion was consigned as a maiden 2-year-old by Windstar Racing to the 2010 Keeneland November sale, where the racing prospect was purchased by Doug Cawthon agent for $65,000. Stakes winner Percussion, the Keeneland Sales graduate of the week. To Woodbine for the Grade 2 Eclipse Stakes. Delegation, the 1-5 favorite. Dan Loisel has the call.
Less than 4 furlongs to go. Don Cavallo's led every step. Delegation, keeping Don Cavallo in his sights in second. Alpha Better's bottled up inside third. James Street starts to inch closer fourth. Perfect the Fleet's getting closer as well. They come to the quarter pole. Don Cavallo. Now Gary Boulanger asks Delegation for more run in the pink silks, and here comes Delegation to take on Don Cavallo. And James Street is going to have something to say about the outcome. The rail is opened up for Alpha Better, and here comes Perfect the Fleet. Looks like a break as they come to the 8th pole. And James Street on the outside comes on. Delegation in the center. Alpha Better on the inside. Those three noses apart in a frantic finish. Who is it going to be in the Eclipse? It's going to be Alpha Better.
13-1 long shot. Alpha Better gets up to defeat odds-on favorite Delegation by a neck. Justin Stein, the winning jockey, in 1:42 3. Alpha Better was 23-1 when he captured the Grade 3 Seagram Cup over the track and trip last summer. The Danny Vella trainee was making his first start of this season. The 5-year-old horse by Alphabet Soup was bred in Kentucky by Adena Springs and was a $27,000 Adena Springs 2-year-old. Alpha Better has earned $443,000 for Bulldog Racing. The Lanes and Stallion of the week is English Channel, a champion son of 2-time leading sire Smart Strike, and now the 3rd leading sire of his crop. From his first crop to race, English Channel is the sire of Canadian champion 3-year-old colt Strait of Dover, winner of the $1 Million Queen's Plate in track record time. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 3 Senorita Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies in the inaugural stakes from Presque Isle Downs. Core, the 1-2 favorite. Ron Mullis has the call.
Core shows the way, has it by a length and a half. The outside, Leanin still hanging in there second. Ghost Flower still down along the rail. Moving up about 4 wide is Some Temper, and in between horses, Significant Bling. Leanin's dropped back just a bit with Boss Barney's Babe at the top of the stretch, though. It's still Core with the lead to the outside. Leanin putting some pressure on out in the middle of the track. Significant Bling mid-stretch now. Leanin is now taken over the lead, opening it up by 2, 3. Leanin starting to pull away from Core. Ghost Flower still up along in third. Significant Bling, but it's going to be Leanin that wins it. Leanin and Pablo Morales win it by almost 5 lengths.
Leanin draws off to defeat Ghost Flower officially by 5 1/4 lengths. Pablo Morales aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1-10-2. The synthetic track specialist won the Glorious Song Stakes at Woodbine as a 2-year-old. The Josie Carroll trainee was coming off a runner-up finish in the Star Shoot Stakes at Woodbine. The filly by Reddy's Image was bred in Kentucky by Robert Trussell Jr., John T.L. Jones III, and Empire Partners Limited, and originally sold for $39,000 at the Keeneland November sale. An $80,000 yearling, Leanin has earned nearly $240,000 for James and Alice Sipara. To Betfair Hollywood Park for the Came Home Stakes. Let 'em Shine, the even money favorite. Vic Stauffer picks up the call.
3 furlongs from the wire in the first Came Home Stakes, and Let 'em Shine is still in charge. Let 'em Shine 2 lengths in front. Broadway Empire is now clearly second, but he's pretty much all in, trying to come after the front runner 2 behind. Belvin has dropped 5 lengths off the lead. Sharer Magic just passed by Treasury Bill. Let 'em Shine in charge. To the final furlong, Let 'em Shine opens up again, and Let 'em Shine is back in front by 5. Broadway Empire is second. Treasury Bill is rallying nicely at the rail, but Let 'em Shine has run them right off their feet in the Came Home. Let 'em Shine wire to wire.
Let 'em Shine sets all the fractions to defeat Broadway Empire by 4 3/4 lengths. Edwin Maldonado up in 121 3. Let 'em Shine is working on a 3-race winning streak. He broke his maiden by 7 1/2 lengths over Preakness Stakes Center at Governor Charlie at Santa Anita in January. That easily won an entry-level allowance across town in his latest. The colt by Song and a Prayer was bred in Kentucky by Mr. and Mrs. Stephen McDonald and was a $10,000 Keeneland September yearling, turned $100,000 Barrett's March 2-year-old. Adam Kitchingham trains the winner. Let 'em Shine has earned nearly $117,000 for William Peoples. Back to Presque Isle Downs for the Tom Ridge Stakes. Divine Ambition, the 2-1 favorite. Once again, here's Ron Mullis.
To the far turn on the inside, it's St. Arbor. On the outside, Dan the Tin Man. Now Dan the Tin Man pokes ahead in front. Uptown Boy moving well to be up in third. Divine Ambition still up in between horses, swings to the outside in fourth. Down along the inside is Silver Morgan. At the top of the stretch, though, it's still Dan the Tin Man that has that lead. Uptown Boy swinging wide, and here comes Triple Cross, and where's Dominic out in the middle of the track? Dan the Tin Man trying to hold off the charge. Coming late here from Triple Cross. Down along the inside, St. Arbor. Dan the Tin Man is clear. And Dan the Tin Man wins it with Scott Spieth.
Dan the Tin Man takes it by 2 lengths over Triple Cross. The Keeneland Sales Graduate under co-high weight of 121 pounds and Scott Spieth in 109 3. Back-to-back stakes wins for Dan the Tin Man, who captured the Woodstock Stakes at Woodbine in his seasonal debut. The gelding by Song and a Prayer was bred in Florida by Moro Bloodstock International and was a $22,000 Keeneland September yearling. Trained by Ricky Griffith, Dan the Tin Man has earned $211,000 for Debmar Stables. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year. To Betfair Hollywood Park for 3-year-old turf fillies in the Grade 3 Senorita Stakes. Scarlet Strike, the 3-5 favorite. Once again, here's Vic Stauffer.
Disco Dasco has opened up a 4-length advantage on Charlie M, who's content to sit second for Garrett Gomez and track the front-running Disco Dasco. Then comes Kitty Aki in the clear and 3 lengths off the lead now, and Disco Dasco only leads by 2 as Charlie M and Kitty Aki are after her second and third. Then comes Lilborn Eliza. Scarlet Strike begins to advance from the back of the pack. Here's Scarlet Strike, going to be 3 wide leaving the backstretch, but draws within 4 of the lead. Need You Know just inside of her, and Showgirl Form is the trailer. They leave the backstretch in the 45th Senorita Stakes, much closer order, and Disco Dasco has been confronted by Charlie M and a 3 wide Kitty Aki. Scarlet Strike going to be 4 wide. Inside of her, Need You Know. Lilborn Eliza drafts in with a chance. Top of the stretch, Charlie M, Disco Dasco, Scarlet Strike in the center. Kiriaki tries to go with her, and Charlie M is the leader. Charlie M reaches for the wire. Scarlet Strike tries to gun her down in the center. Charlie M just in front. Scarlet Strike, a final surge. Charlie M, Scarlet Strike, Charlie M!
9-1, Charlie M holds off Scarlet Strike by a head while getting 4 pounds from the odds-on favorite Garrett Gomez up in 135 flat. A 3-time winner in England last year, including a claiming stakes over the all-weather track at Wolverhampton, Charlie M was making her North American debut for trainer Patrick Gallagher. The English-bred filly by Keeneland was imported by ECLIPSE Thoroughbred Partners. Charlie M has earned $75,000.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by Remard's Total line of equine products featuring total equine relief, the leading product of racetracks used to control swelling and discomfort. For further information, please log on to remardinc.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Belmont Park for 3-year-olds in the Grade 2 Peter Pan Stakes. Abraham, the 5-2 favorite. Here's the call by Tom Durkin.
And they're off. Freedom Child off a beat slowly. My Name is Michael coming out for that lead, and Abraham 2. Freedom Child off last in the field coming up and after that lead. So it's Freedom Child down inside. Abraham on the outside. My Name is Michael right up and in between those two. St. Vigar runs along in 4th. Incognito 5th on the outside. Navarra 6th and moving up a spot on the rail. Go Get the Basil is now 7th in a break of 5 or 6. Back to Infinite Magic. And the last of them all is Fear the Kitten. Freedom Child in front down the backstretch run through a quarter in 23 2/5 seconds. My Name is Michael tracking second. Abraham being nudged along while third. Navarres rides the rail 4th as they approach the far turn. And then it's St. Vigar running along in 5th. Go Get the Basil. Incognito asks for more run, but no response yet. He's being passed now by Infinite Magic. Fear the Kitten's been way behind throughout. 46 3 furlong after Splashy Furlong. It is Freedom Child extending that lead to 5 lengths now. My Name is Michael runs in second. Navarre to the inside. Abraham is now back to 4th. St. Vigar is coming through in between those two. And then farther back it's Infinite Magic, who's down toward the rail. And Go Get the Basil as the field turns for home. Freedom Child on top by 5. Hand-ridden off the turn. My Name is Michael is second. St. Vigar down toward the inside. On the far outside, it's Abraham passing the 8th pole. It's a tap or two for Freedom Child, who is on his way. And off track today, he took off and he is airborne. And Freedom Child was absolutely magnificent. He wins the Peter Pan by 12.
Freedom Child draws off to defeat St. Vigar officially by 13 1/4 lengths. Luis Saez aboard in 149 flat. Freedom Child missed all chance to run in the Kentucky Derby when he was still in the hands of the assistant starter at the break of the Grade 1 Wood Memorial and was declared a non-starter. Second to Kentucky Derby hero Orb, and just ahead of Derby third-place finisher Revolutionary in a maiden race at Aqueduct as a 2-year-old, the Tom Albertrani trainee is pointing for a rematch in the Belmont Stakes. The colt by Malibu Moon was bred in Kentucky by Spendthrift Farm and was a $350,000 yearling. Freedom Child has earned $167,000 for West Point Thoroughbreds, St. Elias Stable, and Spendthrift Farm. Spendthrift Farm stag at Malibu Moon AP Indy's Best Son at Stud, and sire of leading 3-year-old colts Orb, winner of the Kentucky Derby, and Freedom Child, runaway winner of the Peter Pan Stakes. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Staten, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Central Equipment, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Dock Lanes Veterinary Pharmacy, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Horse Races Now, Keeneland, Lanes End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, and Warrendale Sales. Online at tbredweek.com.